Crop Talk on Market Journal is supported by Nebraska soybean farmers and their checkoff. While many are focused on insect management ahead of the upcoming planting season, it is important to note that some pests are already emerging in wheat and alfalfa fields. Army cutworms have been spotted in southern Sioux County and central Lincoln County. But as we progress further into spring, you do want to note this. These pests may be spreading to surrounding areas. That's why wheat and alfalfa producers are being urged right now to be scouting their fields. For more details, let's turn to Market Journal's Mike Straub.
With the recent nice warm weather in western Nebraska, Army cutworms have been spotted in southern Sioux City and central Lincoln County. With spring approaching, this pest may be seen in Nebraska crop fields soon. Because Army cutworms overwinter in Nebraska as larvae in the soil, they are one of the first caterpillars to be seen in the spring.
One important thing is that it does overwinter as a caterpillar, so it is one of the first caterpillars that are active in the springtime, coming out and starting to feed as we're getting a little bit of this warmer weather. We have had some reports from Southwest and Panhandle of Nebraska. That's typically where we do see the highest infestations. We're also seeing some reports out of western Kansas right now. So they're going to be feeding on the winter wheat and alfalfa as it's really, starting to be growing this spring. And that feeding damage can lead to economic damage. If you're at 4 caterpillars per square foot in a normal crop, and even just 2 caterpillars per square foot if your winter wheat maybe has some winter stress or if your alfalfa stand is just establishing. The Army cutworm actually is not a pest in corn, so we do have a whole other variety of cutworm species that are a problem in seedling corn, like black cutworm, pale western cutworm. There's sort of a variety of them, but this one we're really focused on winter wheat and alfalfa.
As we continue into early spring and wheat breaks dormancy, this would be a good time to scout for cutworm activity. Larvae are greenish brown to greenish gray caterpillars, approximately 1/2 to 2 inches in length.
Right now is a great time to get out and start scouting. We're warming up, the caterpillars are getting active, they're going to be feeding. One thing I actually look for is bird activity in fields. If you're seeing blackbirds and robins feeding in those crop fields, they may be attracted because of the caterpillars. So that could be an area to focus to first scout. But when you're also scouting, you need to be cautious to really look underneath of clods of dirt, crop residue, because they are nocturnal, and during the day they'll really be hiding where it's where there's more moisture and it's a little darker. The caterpillar overall has sort of a greenish brown color to it, and it has stripes kind of down the length of the body. They are going to be about 2 inches, 2.5 inches long when they're full grown, but you're likely to see kind of a variety of sizes right now.
If Army cutworm counts are above the recommended threshold, consider an insecticide application. Other important factors to consider before making a treatment decision include the crop yield potential and cost of control, as well as the size of the larva.
We do have published in our Crop Watch article and in our weed and insecticide guide quite a variety of different products that are registered for Army cutworm. Just be aware of course that your crop is on that label and any kind of pre-harvest intervals that you need to be aware of.
Army cutworms can be a devastating pest for winter wheat and alfalfa. Because some have been spotted recently, scouting for them now is highly recommended. Be sure to consider using treatment threshold of 4 or more cutworm larvae per square foot of winter wheat or alfalfa when considering insecticide treatment. Reporting for Market Journal, I'm Mike Straub.